The team at The Grout Guy are leading experts in regrouting, waterproofing, and tiling services nationwide. Property managers find comfort in their 10-year waterproof warranty on all full shower regrouts. Visit thegroutguy.com.au to rejuvenate your property's tiles and grout now.
I had an Instagram message come through the other day with a question, and it says, if you haven't already, could you do a short podcast on your non-negotiable expenses for running a quality property management business? Thank you for the question. I will make this one quick because it's pretty simple and I'm pretty confident with what my thoughts are around this topic, and it's a great question. So the first one would definitely be Property Me, and that's just standard. You need to have your trust software. So Property Me is my preferred trust account software. I feel like this year they have done such an amazing job with really bringing in some really great updates. So it's definitely moved very quickly this year. If you haven't had a demo with Property Me for the last 12 months, highly recommend you get on and get one, because a lot has changed on the platform, and what it's now able to do when it comes to lease renewals and compliance and all of that is really becoming next level. So first, not negotiable with starting a new rent roll would definitely be Property Me. The second thing that I would be saying is a not negotiable is IRE BDM. Now, I'm not just saying this because they're sponsors, and they are sponsors, but I pick mine very carefully. But IRE BDM, if you are a startup, the first and only thing that you should be focused on is lead generation. And lead generation with IRE BDM is so simple. I've been speaking to a lot of people this weekend. We are at the IGT lead generation event, and I'm just sort of hearing, what everyone's using, what products they're using. And I've talked a lot about IRE BDM, and the reason why I feel that this would be a not negotiable is because it's truly the only way you can track some great growth, but also have automations happening. So I'm going to give you the reasons and talk a little bit about why IRE BDM is on my not negotiable list. It's because I can easily set up new clients in the system, and I can have other people send through leads to increase the database. So what I mean by that is that IRE BDM has a feature where you can create short links. Short links are like a little website link that you can pop onto your social media advertising. You can put it onto your website. You could put a short link on A-frame signage at a sales home open. You could put a short link on a sales letter that goes out to a buyer. Like wherever you want to capture a landlord lead, you can create a short link. Now, what this short link does is it will allow a client to complete their name and number and whatever information you want, and it's going to put that client directly into your database. And when it comes directly into your database, they are going to be set up with a campaign. And I love the campaign setup in IRE BDM. I set up 12 months worth of automation that goes out automatically to my clients with some really cool information. It has podcasts they should listen to. It has videos they should watch. It has information about our legislation they should know about. All of that happens automatically behind the scenes with zero effort for me. And that's a really important piece in it. So the fact that that automation is set up and it's low effort and there's ways you can capture all the leads with the short links is why I feel it's the best option for BDMs. Also, what's really great is features where you can set up referral partners. So you can set up referrers in there and they can be updated with SMSs or emails with the progress of that lead, which is really great. But using the short links, because you're creating lots of different short links, you are able to track where all those inquiries are coming from. So I might want to create a link for my website. So that means when someone goes to my website, they can complete their details and submit. And that's how they can download our fee schedule automatically whenever they want 24/7. And I know when that lead goes into my database that that lead has come from the website. Same as using a link for sales home opens. If anyone has used that link from the letter as a buyer, when it comes through into the database, it's actually going to say that that had come through the short link that was used for buyers. So it's just a really great way of tracking. I feel like lead generation at the start of a business is like so important, and it's your number one job. So make that process super easy to track and easy to deliver information to owners really quickly. And more importantly, have that campaign follow up so that they are in constant contact with you. And if you don't get back to them, or if you don't follow them up constantly, you know that they're getting some really great information. So my really simple podcast today is literally that. Property Me, IRE BDM, they're my two things that are not negotiable when starting a business. But I do want to just give you a little bit more information of what that next step would look like in terms of implementing technology. My third thing that I would implement in terms of technology would, and I had to think really hard about this because I didn't know what I was going to choose, because it sort of depends on what your pain points, I guess, are in the business at this point. But I feel like Inspection Express would probably be my third product that I would need. And that is really just to help reduce the time of your ingoing reports, and also to create some really cool marketing with virtual tours and all of that, and also just your inspections. So I feel like that would be a time saver, and I feel like that would probably be the next thing that you would need in your business to implement. So Inspection Express I have put as my third item. I feel like, how do you know when you need that third item? Or that third product, I would probably say that would be only need to be implemented when you are feeling stressed, when you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed and you're needing to create that extra capacity. That's probably when I would bring in that third product. And the fourth isn't actually a product, but it's just the fourth thing that I would implement in my business. And that would be a VA. So there's been a lot of talk this weekend about, do you bring in products first or do you bring in a VA first? And of course, like, you need these basics, but actually, sorry, I lie. It wasn't products first or VA first. It was a employee first or a VA first. I would say bringing in a VA would absolutely be my fourth step, and my fourth not negotiable in the business. And that would just be because they're going to help create that capacity. They're going to help create those systems so that when you are ready to employ a in-person person, you will have those foundations, which I think you are going to really need at this point, because we're talking about sort of being at a point where you might have, 80 to 100 properties, and that's really where you're going to need that support. So that would be my opinion on these. So Property Me, number one, definitely not negotiable. Can't do anything, can't do anything without a trust software. Number two would absolutely be IRE BDM, and I would be bringing that into my business straight away. And then, as my pain points come along, as my business grows, once I get to maybe sort of 50 properties, that's when I would personally start implementing Inspection Express and a VA. Just special mention, though, to all the free marketing options that you do have. So LinkedIn, YouTube, WhatsApp are my three apps that I use, or platforms that I use, where I probably get the most lead generation. So let's not forget that those three platforms are free, and they also should be not negotiable in your business, especially when you are focused on new growth. So hope that helps. If you do have a question that you'd like me to answer, flick it through on Instagram or wherever you see me, and I'll be happy to do a little recording for you.
Property Assist understand that business owners are rapidly expanding their rental portfolios and property managers simply can't handle everything on their own. Property Assist are now offering outsourcing in Western Australia, New South Wales, South Australia and Queensland, and can help your team with all their ingoing reports, outgoing final bond inspections, routine inspections, 360 tours, home opens and inventory reports. Find them on your socials.